right, I have a story for you about Devil's Tower. So listen up and tell me what you think and if you knew this.
Let's go deep then. We'll start with the most detailed version of the Kiowa story, explore other tribal narratives, and then look at how these beliefs are alive today. Part 1. The Kiowa story of Tso'a. The most detailed version comes from the Kiowa people, who call the tower Tso'a, or Tree Rock. Here is the narrative as it has been passed down. Before the Kiowa came south, they were camped far in the north on a stream where there were many bears. One day, 7 little girls were playing far from their village when bears began to chase them. The girls ran, but the bears were fast. Just as the bears were about to catch them, the girls jumped onto a low rock about 3 feet high. One of them prayed, "Rock, take pity on us! Rock, save us!" The rock heard their plea and began to grow upward, pushing the girls higher and higher into the sky. The bears jumped, trying to reach them, their claws scratching deep vertical grooves into the rock sides as they fell back to earth. The rock continued to rise until the girls were pushed all the way into the sky, where they were transformed into 7 little stars in a group. The physical proof: in winter, the Pleiades star cluster sits directly above the tower, appearing to be chased across the sky by the Great Bear. And at the tower's base, the Kiowa say you can find the bear's claws turned to stone. Part 2. Other tribal versions. The Kiowa story is just one. Over 20 tribes are affiliated with the site, each with their own variations. Lakota. Their name translates to Bear Lodge, or Grizzly Bear's Lodge. Their traditions involve bears and divine protection, with the site used for the sacred Sundance ceremony around the summer solstice. Cheyenne. They have a story of 7 brothers rescuing a wife from a giant bear, and another where a celestial bear is imprisoned within the tower. Arapaho, their oral tradition tells of a girl who morphed into a bear, attacked her family, and left scratches on the rock. Despite different details, the common threads are bears and the tower being created by a supernatural force for protection. Part 3. Is it fiction? The living tradition. For the associated tribes, these are not myths or fiction in the Western sense. They are sacred narratives and oral histories that explain the creation and significance of the tower. They are living traditions, maintained today through ceremonies, sweat lodges, sun dances, and prayer offerings are still practiced at the monument. You'll see colorful prayer cloths tied to trees around the tower, personal offerings that should never be touched or disturbed. Modern-day respect. Since 1996, the National Park Service has implemented a voluntary climbing closure for the entire month of June to honor the time when many tribes hold their most important ceremonies. The name controversy. The name Devil's Tower is considered insulting. It stems from a translation error during an 1875 expedition led by Colonel Richard Irving Dodge. Bear Lodge was mistranslated as Bad God's Tower, which became Devil's Tower. Today, there is a strong movement to revert to the original name, Bear Lodge. My take. The power of this place is that both realities are true simultaneously. The geologist sees a 50-million-year-old volcanic plug formed by cooled magma. The tribal member sees Mato Tipila, the Bear Lodge, a place where the earth itself